Maybe, 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 maybe. Okay, another dang good keeper right here. We know that there's one in here on that one right there. Let's get a clear shot of it. Okay, right here. That's the fun thing about trolling, is that you can catch just about anything. Oh my gosh. I hadn't used this for moat pretty good while. About forgot how to use it. I am going to try and do crankbaits today. I'm going to try to catch some crappie, hopefully even a walleye or two. Little crankbaits from Fish Lucky. Get set up in here. I need to know how deep they run and all at certain speeds. So I'm going to see if we can't catch us a darn crappie. Thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of G3 Sportsman. I appreciate that. It's a beautiful morning and kind of cool, just perfect. Wish me luck. I'll see you in a bit. I think I can put this here. I'll just put my foot on it. I'm not really marking any fish. I mean, I see one or two blips here, but that could be bass or whatever. And they've, you know, maybe I'm missing out. It could be big old crappie. Another thing about, I think I got a fish right here. I was going to say, another thing about when you're pulling these cranks and running through these coves and stuff, watching the box right here, that's a good way to recon and scout. See what I got here. See what I got. That is a crappie. Yeah. There we go. Little crappie here. Not a monster by no means, but a crappie indeed. All right. Well, we know that there's one in here. That's for sure. Water temperature is about 71 degrees this morning. So that's the first crappie of the day right there. It's okay. Well, let's just hope that, and I caught him on the, I think it's the egg splatter or eggshell or whatever on that one right there. That one's running about, oh, I'd say about 10 feet. I've got the other one out here running about 12. So far the shallower one is the one that works. So let's get another one. That was fun. This little point right up, this little pocket right in here, and then we'll do this little pocket right here. And if there's no fish in there, we're gonna turn on the box. Hung up. Oh, that ain't good. I've been in 2 coves and I'm not seeing anything. But right now, I'm going to try something else. That's why I've got the equalizer right here. So I'm not saying I'm giving up on the crankbaiting. May try it here again, but I gotta find some fish. Find some bait for one thing. There's no bait. I can't see any bait anywhere. And let's go see if we can find some some crappie on the box here. So. Man, little bitty walleye. Well, let's see what this is. Okay. All right. Okay. I've got a brush top down here. There you go. Got a brush top down here. Which one beeped? This one. Let's get a clear shot of it. Okay, right here. There's a brush top, got some fish on it right here. I don't know what size they are. They don't look real big, but sitting in about 25 foot of water. Looks like there's some active fish there, so let's just see. Got him. There's a crappie. Good crappie too. There you go. Nice crappie. Nice crappie now. Oh, I'll tell you what, they're fickle about biting. Tell you what, they are fickle about biting. Crazy turds. About that. Okay, maybe we're on to something. Let's see if we can't get us a few. Got it, fine. Feels like a better crappie. He's not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. About like the other one I caught that I probably didn't have my camera on. Swimming minnow here. That's an old crappie. Yeah, he is. I'll take that. Okay. Oh, I'll tell you what, they're finicky. They are finicky. Oh, well, I got a fish. I do have a fish. Hang on. Hang on. What have I got? I think I got a nice bass here. I was just getting ready to say, starting to troll again. What have I got? I think I got a nice bass. I do. I've got a nice bass. A nice bass. That's the fun thing about trolling, is that you can catch just about anything. Just about anything. Okay. All right. That was kind of fun. All right, buddy. Now the fun part, getting you unhooked. How about that, huh? Hey, he's fun. Thank you. That was fun. That was fun. Let me get my cameras done here. This is what I wanted to do today, was crankbait, just troll some crankbaits. I think I caught a crappie, but I fished two areas and it just wasn't working. I turned on the box and went cruising, and I found some crappie. But boy, I'll tell you what, you talk about not wanting to hit. You know, I don't really know how deep any of these crappie or walleye really are. I mean, that's why you can cover so much ground running this trolling motor and trolling. You can see out here, I don't know whether these fish are back here nestled in these big pockets, or are they out there on the main lake. I've started to see some. That's a good mark right there. I wish that'd be a big old walleye. Maybe, 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 maybe. See what we got. I don't know what I hit on my trolling motor here. See what we got. Probably a Walter. Crappies. How about that? Okay. Man, he got his girlfriend colors on too. Look at that. How about that? All right. Hey. Why not? Okay. Another crappie. He's dark too. There you go. He gone. All right, that was fun. Went with the pearl white on that one there. Little deep diver pearl white from Fish Lucky. I think that one was pretty lucky right there. On this side of the boat, the one I'm holding, that's the ACC crappie stick. That's the 8-footer. Here, as you can see, I have to put my foot on this one, but I've got this on a 7.6 ACC. So I get to run 2 poles. That's about the only way I know to do it. I can't put rod holders on here because this is not my boat. But I'm throwing them out 75, 80 feet back behind the boat and just threading out some line. I'm keeping it about, can you see that? 1.6, 1.5. That's about how fast I'm going. That'll run these crankbaits down there. They say they're 10 or 12 footers, but they could be if I go a little bit faster. Of course, I think they'll go a little bit deeper, but that little point right around there, now that ought to have a fish on it. That's his bend. You can see it, this bend right here. There should be a fish on that. Around the point, commencing slow turn. Not real sure why I had to go British on that, but I don't know, it just felt like I should. There's a little brush pile there. But y'all probably get right in the middle of it with my crankbait. There's a fish down there on it. I don't know what it is. There was a fish on it. Maybe he'll come up and snatch that old pearl white, see? What I tell you. Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. Another crappies. I think. No. No. Yes. 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 Okay. All right. Another keeper crappie right there. They are lucky I am not on a meat run. I told you we'd catch one on this point right here. Well, I said we should. We should catch one on the point. There you go. Another nice crappie. Thank you for the fun, bub. See, it's normally 10 feet right in here where I'm supposed to be, or where I'm at. It's supposed to be about 10 feet, but it's 17 feet, 18 feet. That's how high the water is over here. Got him. That didn't take long. That didn't take long. I always like these points. I don't know why I just don't run up and down each one of them. I just ought to just run right up and just keep crisscrossing over these points is what I should be doing. Again on the white one. I ought to put the white one, I guess, on this other pole. Okay, another dang good keeper right here. I mean, another good one. Nothing wrong with that. Not a thing. Not a thing. There you go. On the white here. Pearl white, little Fish Lucky crankbait. How about that? That's a dandy. Nothing wrong with that one. Okay, kid. See you later. You know, after that fish was caught, it wasn't long. I had to help a fellow boater get in, and so I had actually forgot to do a close. But, you know, I had a big time out there. I did catch a couple more fish just right around the ramp. But that was the first time I'd went pulling cranks this year. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, it was tough. It was a tough bite. You know, I just don't show all the great trips that I have. Sometimes, you know, we just don't catch fish, but I'm pretty transparent and showing them all. I talked to a few savvy anglers that were over there, and they were having a few issues with them too, but it's only going to get better. The great thing about pulling cranks, I wished I could had more cranks out, but that's not my boat. This boat belongs to G3, and I can't be drilling holes in it because some angler will have this boat here before long and wouldn't appreciate the holes. But you know, you pulling those cranks, not only is it a fun way to catch fish, but you can also recon, like I'd said earlier, and you might be able to find, you know, spots that you normally, you know, had not known about or whatever, and find brush pile, find some more fish. You can mark some waypoints on your unit right there and then come back and catch them. But I had a big time. It was a lot of fun. So just remember, keep what you can use, release the rest. Check us out on all of our streaming services. Stay up to date with us on all of our social media. Appreciate it, all of you, for keeping up and watching the G3 Sportsman. That keeps me going after about 20 years. And hey, I'll see you guys out on the water. Much success and be safe out there.